Alright, welcome back. Alright, we got a good one today. Okay. What we have here is we've got an ignition switch assembly for a Honda CR-V. Put your keys, go right in, turn, start the vehicle. Here's what happened. The ignition switch inside here, the barrel, the key switch itself, I called it a barrel. Somehow it malfunctioned. This is it right here. Actually, it's got a little bar that comes out here, but I took it off. Well, key, there's two keys here. There's actually this was normally the one that people use, but this is also a chipped key. You can see the little piece there where the chip goes, but it absolutely refused to work. It just got to where it was just no longer working. Alright, so quick solution is, and this is all to combat going to the dealer because they're a couple hundred miles away. You know, they're not down the road like some big cities, so it just couldn't. Every once in a while it would go ahead and work, but lady living way out in the middle of nowhere, she just, you know, couldn't get it to work. So anyway, here's the solution. So we got a new key assembly here. Oh, there you go, you can see it. Comes with two keys, came with that new barrel switch lock, and put it in, everything's fine. Okay, here's the problem. These two keys are chipped for the immobilizer system. Now, in Ford we call it a PAT system, and I would assume it's kind of the same kind of a thing. There's a little chip in here, and I believe there's a chip inside this key inside here somewhere. I've had to replace this a couple of times. But here's what we've got to deal with. These new keys, let's see here, yeah. These new keys, you can tell the difference. This one has a long sweeping area here, and this one has a narrow area. And that's because one of these is actually where the chip goes. Again, you can kind of see the little doorway. Now, I've pulled the chip out of it, but what I've got to do is deal with whether or not I'm going to use these keys as a theft deterrent. Well, here's what I ended up doing. This is this little black box here. This is the transponder or transducer. Transponder. No, this is a transducer because the chip that's in here is the transducer, I believe, or transponder, transducer. Right. I'm probably going to mess that up. I'm going to get scolded online. That's okay. Anyway, what I've got right here, as you can see, this little tiny piece right here, you can see it kind of moves around. That is the immobilizer chip. And what I've had to do is I went in, took the chip out of the other key, put this key in, turned it on with everything plugged in here, and with that chip hiding right there in this corner, the car starts. Remember, this is the antenna right here for the transponder, and it picks up the signal that's supposed to be in these keys, but unfortunately these keys don't have a chip in them. They don't have a place for them. And I could try to glue this transponder pill into one of these keys, but it would make only one key work, not two. And this way it's going to have an area for it to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to put just a little silicone there, some good stuff, and we'll glue that in place. and then we'll come back and we'll kind of show you how this thing's going to work. Also, another thing I wanted to also introduce you to is this Bondic. Not sure if you've ever heard of this. This is it's another Amazon thing, but it has this glue. What these keys have is they've got like a little insert in there, and then the sticker, the Honda sticker, is supposed to go over it. Well, there isn't any Honda stickers on the other one other than the actual ones that are here. You know, there's a Honda sticker and it's supposed to go here, but I'm still going to use this key. So in order to combat the problem of this little piece falling out, here's what we'll do. I'm going to put this liquid down inside here. You just kind of have to be kind of careful that you don't run it over the place. Now once you get it kind of set just like that, then this one has a little light on it, little UV light, but I've actually got an actual flashlight here that I use for air conditioning work, and what we'll do is we'll put that on there for a second. I don't know if this will affect the camera, so I'll kind of keep it out of your way. And I think it's just a few seconds is what they're saying. Make sure that my switch is on. Yeah, I must have some battery issues. It might be enough. It doesn't take but 30 seconds or so. And then, see, it's just a shade bit tacky, but it's really pretty well dry. I could probably put this on here for just a few more minutes. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. And I already did this piece here to show you, and it's not tacky. Alright, so on the car, here's a couple things that we've got to do. On this ignition switch here, I've got the little pill glued in there with just some regular silicone. And then also, the bolts that kind of hold this thing together, these are what they call tamper-proof bolts, and what I've had to do is the head breaks off when you tighten it down. So what I do is go in there and take my Dremel tool and cut a slot in there, and we'll reuse those as we can put a flathead screwdriver in there and crank that down. So that's going to help. So let's get this thing back together here. Here, so let me show you room for that as well. Good. Let's set it in place. There's an indexing mark right here. Now this little crap. Put a little tool here. See, grab that sucker, and then try to hold my finger on it. Alright, now here's our 2 keys, and we'll put this in here and let's have a look and see if we've done this right. You see that green light should come on and go off. If it stays on, then we got a problem. That means that our little pill doesn't work. It looks like we're in good shape. So I'm going to call that a win for now. Alright, so like I say, this is the cheaper way of doing this without the chipped key, which is this one right here. And again, you can see the kind of the little doorway right there on the corner where that chip was. And this one I didn't want to take it apart, but it's somewhere inside there as well. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to call this a win. We'll give you a thumbs up for right now. Thank you for watching. And if you would like to share and like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks again.